I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. and it's time for 2025's campaign game purge video. I do this video every single year where I take a hard look at the campaign games I have and I try to decide which ones actually deserve to stay and which ones will leave. And I knew going into this year's list that this is likely going to be the most cutthroat one yet. And it doesn't reflect the quality of the games, it does reflect the games I will or won't make time to play. For a long time now, if you look at my campaign games videos over the past several years, there have always been campaign games I dive into, there have been campaign games I finish, there have been campaign games I start, there's legacy, there's campaign, there's all these different things out there. Some of them I finish, a lot of them I start, and some of them I don't even get to starting. And for a lot of these, there are some really great games, and some of these games have been featured in these videos for like 3-4 years straight now, and I still haven't played them. And some of them are really, truly, I think most of them are fantastic games that I wish I had time to play. But I also have started to realize that I don't think my life fits with campaign games. I love board games, make no mistake, and I like legacy games a lot. I make time for legacy games. That's a different conversation, a different category. In fact, I don't think I have any legacy games on the list here today for a reason, because at this point I think I almost view legacy games as different. I finish 90% of the legacy games I start. Campaign games, on the other hand, I may only finish around 10% of the ones I start. It's just so much harder to get them completed. And this doesn't reflect how much I liked those games, how much I liked or like or think I will like those games. It's the reality of the fact that the way I play games doesn't have that consistency where I can sit down every Thursday night, let alone 5 nights a week, and play the same game time and time again. Some of my favorite games, like my favorite games in my collection, I might get 5, maybe 6 or 7 plays a year in. If you're talking about like longer games, shorter games I can get tons of. You pick a filler game, sometimes a filler game I'll play like 30, 40 times in a year, but if you want a game that takes 2 hours, 3 hours, it's very hard for me to reliably get more than 5 to 10 games out of those a year. And I find with campaign games, the problem I run into is that I'll start them, and if I'm not playing it regularly, it's hard to pick up where I left off. If I'm sitting down and playing a game of, I don't know, Rurik, if I'm playing Rurik, Dawn of Kiev, I can play Rurik in January, then I can play it in April, then I can play it in September, and I don't have to think about where I left off. It's not a campaign game. Anything that's a campaign game, as soon as enough time has drifted, where I kind of have to refresh myself up to where we were up to, what we were doing, what the rules are for any individual back and forth, suddenly it goes from, okay, great, we haven't played this in 2-3 months, to the fact that suddenly it'll be 7 months later and I'll realize I keep pushing off playing it because I don't want to go through the work of figuring out where I left off. And that means this video, more so than any other year, I'm going to be a lot more critical about what I hold on to. Some of that's going to be dependent on the kinds of campaign games I can play solo. If I can play it solo, I can get it more reliably played as opposed to playing it with a group where I have to rely on the group to come together. That changes everything. And when my group and I have been very good at making time for legacy games, like I said, campaign games will get a certain amount in and then stop. And so today, you see most of them already, like kind of like on camera a little bit. I have roughly 25 campaign games that I'm going to be going through. Most of them are going to be physically here, and a bunch of them I either didn't want to pick up and lift, or alternatively oh wait, where's another one? I have one here. Alternatively, I didn't, alternatively some of them aren't even here. Some of them are at Meg's house where we play some of those games over there, so some are not here. We'll be going through, I'm sorry, I have my freaking trash bandit of a cat is in the garbage can again. 1 second. This is Mogget. Mogget has decided that he likes getting into the trash can. I don't know why. That's not true. I know exactly why. It's because once upon a time, I made the mistake of throwing a churu into the trash can when I was done with it. This trash can, as opposed to the upstairs trash can that has a lid. And he thought that meant that he's going to always dive into the trash can looking for leftover churus. Which is ridiculous and crazy. Mogget, can we get out? Can we get out? Do you want to come out or do you want to stay in the trash can? The good news is this isn't a food-based trash can, so it's just papers, but like, it's still not the best habit. Anyways, back to the campaign game situation. So, we're going to start with the campaign games I don't have, the ones I don't have here presently, or didn't pick up. Some of them I have here and I just don't want to pick up. I'm going to start with the first one, and by the way, I will say, for most of these, I probably have an intuitive sense as to what's staying and what's not. Some of them I will be grappling with on camera. I don't know, and I'll talk through my thoughts on all of them. First of all, we have Tidal Plates 2, Rise of the Unfolders, and we also have the cat. Was that a good experience for you? Tidal Plates 2, Rise of the Unfolders. This from Druid City Games, currently in the middle of a game with Meg and AP. I would say that it isn't that danger zone where we played a bunch of games back to back and then we haven't played it for like 4 months now. Not because we don't like it, just because life happens, and so other games have been tabled instead. Now he's in the box of Arydia. Now Mogget's sitting in a campaign. Okay, now he's off. Now he's gone. Tidal Base 2. I currently would still like to finish it. I'm going to say that this is an easy keep for right now because we are in the middle of this game together. Ultimately, though, we are either going to prioritize it or we're not. Hard commitment to you here. Hard commitment. If we have not finished it by next year's campaign game Purge, it's going away. I don't care. That's that problem of the fact of the difference between a desire to play a game versus not. We really like it. We played a bunch of games back to back for like the first few weeks, and then just life happened. Travel, life. I don't know what got in the way specifically at the time, but something got in the way, and now it's been 3 months, 4 months since we've last played it. So Tidal Base 2 is staying for now. We got 1 in the staying count. Arkeis. Arkeis is arguably a legacy game, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. This is one. So I'm in the middle of playing this one with Meg. She's more of a completionist than I, meaning I'm someone that if we're not playing something, I'm fine getting rid of it. I like Arkeis, but I don't feel like I'm losing sleep if we get rid of it. I don't. And so for me, Arkeis is gone. It's full on gone. I'm saying Arkeis is gone. It is entirely possible that Meg might put it in her collection, which is totally fine with me. It's leaving my collection. The Isofarian Guard. This is a hard one. I really enjoy the Isofarian Guard. It's one of the best stories from any of the games we've played so far, but I think I have to let it go. I don't want to let it go. I really, truly do not want to let it go. It's so much fun, the bag building. The mechanics of it are incredibly solid. There was some grind aspect, but it's something that they have addressed. But I recognize that the game is like, if you play all of it, it's like hundreds of hours. And I recognize that I have burnt myself out on those kinds of games. I don't do that kind of thing. A game needs to be in an isolated kind of a smaller package, 15, 30-hour campaigns, not 150-hour campaigns. I think Isofarian Guard has to go. This is one of those that I did not think was going to leave, but I think that if I'm being honest with myself, as much as I want to keep it, I don't think it's going to get tabled. I think it'll be here next year, not being played as well. Isofarian Guard, by the way, is over there. I'm just not picking it up. It's too big. Chronicles of Drunagor. A great game. It's leaving. It's leaving. It's too much. It's too much boxes. It's one of those times where too much content has made the game harder to table. Between the original and between the follow-up, I have so much Chronicles of Drunagor, and it's not going to get prioritized. It's a great game. It's a great powering up system. It's a great creeping, the abilities is so much. I have such fond memories of back in the game, of playing the game. It is a really good system that it has too much content. It's got bloat to a degree. And, not to a degree, it's got bloat. And so Chronicles of Drunagor is gone. Agemonia. This is another one that I don't have here. It's at Meg's house, where we finished playing it last. This is one where it has the pro of being easy enough to dive back into that I'm intrigued by it. I'm gonna cheat on this one. I'm getting rid of Agemonia. And the reason I say that is because one of two things will happen next. This is interesting. This is an interesting one. Because I'm currently playing through this with Meg. If she likes it enough, then she'll simply put it in her collection. And if she doesn't like it enough, I think I like it enough to play it solo. But that means actually prioritizing and committing to it. So I think I'm going to say it's going away because she'll take it if she wants to play it. And if she doesn't, I'll just take it and play it solo. So for right now, it's going to say we're going to say going away because of that aspect. But if she actually doesn't like it, I do think I like it enough. I don't like it enough to. That's not true. I like it plenty, but if we are trying to play it together, it's just going to be harder to prioritize and get done. So then either it's her copy and we get to it when we get to it, or it's my copy and I just play it solo. So a little bit of a trick there. We're going to say it's going away. Runescape Kingdoms. It's going away. I like it. It's a fun game. It's a fun game from Steamforged Games, but it's a little too lightweight and straightforward. It's a good, fun little adventure, but not one I need to own. Monster Hunter World. I'm going to get rid of this one. I have Monster Hunter World Iceborne, or whatever, the follow-up coming. So that's still one that I do enjoy the game system. They just made it better with the way they have monsters interrupting the board. But overall, I'm such a Primal fan that Monster Hunter World is only there for the completionist aspect. Primal is ultimately where I would rather play games. Mechs vs. Minions. That one's safe. That one's safe for now because it's going to be finished. I don't know when. I've never actually finished Mechs vs. Minions. I started many times. I've never actually finished it. But I do think that it is one that... Hey, buddy. It's one that I'm happy to finish. Mechs vs. Minions is an excellent game. There's only like 10 missions to it, or whatever it is. I've played through the first 5 or 6 multiple times. I've never finished it, but I'm happy to keep it for now. What I'll say is this. Here's my little commitment for, similar to what I said with Tidal Blades. If I have not played more Mechs vs. Minions between now and next year's campaign game Purge, I'm going to get rid of it. I think it's great. It's just a giant box, and I don't need to own it for the hypothetical hope that I'll play it so much as actually tabling it. Again, I want to be very clear. Most of the time with these games, they are fantastic games that I thoroughly enjoy. I just have started to realize that if I start a campaign game and then I don't finish it, once 6 months go by, it just goes into this pile of games that are never going to get finished. So, oh, you can't go on my lap now. Okay, fine, you're super cute. You can't go on my lap. Because now I won't be able to reach all the campaign game boxes. What am I supposed to do? Read all the names off to everyone? That's like so hard. Oh, you are cute though. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little Elfie break. You okay there? You had a long day? You been trapped in your room all day long? I wish you could see her down here. She's like super cute. I can't believe you stopped. That wasn't the plan. Alright, moving on. Moving on, let's start with the games I can reach. Alright, so I don't even know where we're at count-wise. I guess I'll do a count at the end. I can do a count at the end, because let's go through them all for right now. We have Storyfold Wildwoods. Okay, Storyfold Wildwoods over here. This is a keep. It's a keep because I'm going to finish it, and then I'm going to get rid of it. I like it. I just don't like it enough to replay it. But I do enjoy it. I might try to teach my daughter it when I'm done with it, because I can see this being the kind of game she likes. It is a fun little clever puzzle. For right now, though, I'm several games in. It's easy to play. I'm filming all of them, I think, and then I'm going to get rid of it after I'm done. So that's Storyfold Wildwoods. Tamashii. Tamashii is one of the ones that I committed to playing last year. In fact, it's still under this table. I have played through a bunch of it, but I have not finished it. I am letting it go. I really like Tamashii. I think it's very solid. Like, very, very solid. The problem is, at the end of the day, despite pulling it out, despite tabling it and playing it and all that, it's been like 6 months since my last game, and so I could hold on to it and say, oh, I'll just keep playing it, but I think I've played through like 4 or 5 missions. It's a good game. I think it's a great system, and again, just hard choices in life. This next one is a really hard choice, but this is Rise of Moloch. Rise of Moloch, the Rule of Smog. I have not played this game in like 6 years. And once upon a time I said I would keep it forever for the memories. But also this year I decided that I'm cutting down to a hard 200 games. I think the World of Smog is excellent. I also think that Master of the Universe Clash for Eternia kind of took that game system and gave you single-shot gameplay, which my main issue with the World of Smog, the World of Smog Rise of Moloch, is as much as I love the world in it, I love the world, I love the art, the visuals, there are some issues with the cleanliness of the rules, and the fact that you have to play 6 or 9 games every time you play it means I'm just less likely to pull this out over Master of the Universe, which I think did a better job with the rules. I like the world of the World of Smog so much more. I wish I could, like, paste the World of Smog onto the rule set of Master of the Universe. I wish I could do that. But I can't. So I'm going to let this and all its follow-up boxes go because I think that just makes sense. Then from there, we have Dragon Eclipse. This is one that I'm not quite ready to let go of. I should, but like... Okay. If I haven't started this by next year, then it's going away. If I haven't started by next year, it's going away. The main difference between this and Tamashii is when I think of Tamashii and other games I could be tabling it, there's other games that I am prioritizing. I am playing solo games, I'm just not tabling Tamashii, even though I think it's really excellent. Because again, that campaign aspect, I always kind of figure out where I'm left off, and I want to play it, I've given it so much time and it's not happening. Dragon Eclipse I haven't really given a fair shot yet. I played the prototype, I enjoyed the prototype, it's fun. I love the collecting aspect of it. I like the little, like, you know, the adventure, the campaign, all of it's fun. But I haven't given the actual game a shot yet, and I need to do that before I get rid of it. So I'm going to try. I'm going to try to give it a shot, and if I do, amazing. If I don't, next year, if I haven't played this, I'm not even saying finished it. Some of these I'm saying finished. For Tamashii, for Dragon Eclipse, I have to have at least played it by next year for it to survive. Otherwise, it goes into next year's campaign game Purge. Then from there, we have Valor and Villainy, Lludwik's Labyrinth. After last year's video, I sat down, I committed, I said I'm going to play this, and I did. I played 3 missions of it. I think it's great. I think it's solid. This call falls into the exact same issue I have with Tamashii, where it's not a critique against the game. I've had fun with it. It's just that there's so many different games pulling me in different directions. Campaign games are hard to commit to. It means I have to do the same game again and again and again, and just I like jumping around a lot more. And with Valor and Villainy, as much as I enjoy it, I think that it is easy to let go. It's not easy to let go. I don't want to sound like too callous with these things. These are good games. I'm recognizing my own limitations, and I'm working within my own limitations. So, Valor and Villainy goes away. ISS Vanguard. I've known this is going away for a while now. As much as I think this is an excellent world, this is the same problem as Isofarian Guard. It doesn't matter how much I like the system. If you're hundreds of hours of gameplay, it's not going to get tabled. It's just not. I think for me, I'm recognizing that hundreds of hours of gameplay mean you have to be a video game. You cannot be a board game with hundreds of hours of gameplay based on the way I play games. This is not a critique of the system. Based on the way I play games, I need bite-sized chunks. I can do bite-sized chunks. Lands of Evershade, where they have multiple smaller campaigns, that works for me. ISS Vanguard, unfortunately, does not. Resident Evil, the board game. This stays. I love this game. I love this game. I haven't even played this one that much, but I've played the original. Elfie, you're going to hurt yourself. Whatever. This one I haven't played that much. I've played the others a bunch. I like this a lot. It's one of my favorites so far. This one is safe. This one is safe for, I think, for a long time. I'm not saying forever, but I think it's safe for a long time. Stalker, the board game. This is safe because it does exactly what Lands of Evershade does, which it gives you bite-sized chunks of campaign games. That I can manage. I can work within that framework of what it's trying to do, and also I thought it was fantastic. I thought Stalker was absolutely fantastic. This one's safe as much as ISS Vanguard is gone. What are you doing? Then we have Primal. Primal the Awakening. This is a million times safe. A million times safe. Primal is not going anywhere under any circumstance whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't hurt that it has single shot. In fact, at this point, I would say, no, I think I still played it more as a campaign game than single shot, because I played through like 1.5 campaigns, and that's like 22 games, and I haven't played 22 single shot adventures, but I have played a lot of the single shot adventures. So the fact that you can dive into a single shot with like just build your own encounter and head after makes this a million times safe. But also I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. It's not going anywhere. Primal is a million times safe. I keep saying a million times safe, but it is what it is. We have a cat in this box, and I don't want to disturb him, so I'm going to do this box last if he's still there, and if not, I'll just tell it to you. Marvel Dice Throne missions. I have a bad relationship with Marvel Dice Throne in the sense that I always keep Dice Throne when I probably shouldn't. I'm going to keep this one, because I liked Marvel Dice Throne missions when I played it. This one's still in Shrink, but I liked it a lot when I played the prototype of it, and I think it's a fun game. I think I could play this with my kids, and I think I could play this myself, honestly, but I think I could for sure play with my kids. I really like this game. Whether or not I'll play it, we'll find out. But I'm going to give this the same leeway as Dragon Eclipse. You have until next year for me to at least try you, for me to see where it falls. But for right now, it's safe. Adventure Tactics Domianne's Tower. I have tried getting rid of this game like 3 times, and every time I've tried to get rid of it, I have not been able to. It has not actually left the collection. But this time it's finally leaving. It's gone. It's years of hope, years of trying to table it, years of I'll play with my daughter. Oh no, Meg wanted to play it. Oh no, whoever wanted to play it. It's not happening. It's just not happening. I have to recognize that it's not happening, and it has to go, because games that aren't being played are just paperweights. Giant, expensive paperweights. So, Adventure Tactics, after, again, I think this has been rescued twice now for different people, and it hasn't gotten tabled once since I first played it. When I first played it, I played it like for, I don't know, 10 missions of it or something like that. I played a decent chunk of it, and then just went into the Forgotten Zone. This box is dusty. Give me a second to like wipe off the dust over here. Dragon's Eclipse. Not Dragon's Eclipse, I know what I said. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is going. I love this game. I gave it high marks. I think Assassin's Creed is absolutely fantastic. The reality is that as much as I love the game, I never remember where I'm up to, and so I don't play it. It's a great game. When I first got it, I played through the whole thing. When I first got it, it was incredible. I finished the campaign. It was amazing. Now, not so much. It's so good. It's so good, but it's one of those games that if I'm not tabling you, if I'm not going through the whole thing sequentially, it's just not happening. So, after years of doing this, it's finally going away. It makes me sad. Again, these are great games. Some really, really good games here, but it's just you have to recognize reality. Earth and the Seas Flashpoint. Excellent game. It's got solid single shot as well. In a world of too many great games and not enough actually getting them played, Earth and the Seas Flashpoint is unfortunately going away. Again, not a critique of the game. There are some of these games, like, if I was looking at all these games, I think the only one that I don't think is absolutely amazing so far is RuneScape Kingdoms. Let me just look through this, making sure. Tidal Blades. Oh, Arkeis. Arkeis I wasn't wowed by. I like Arkeis. I do, but, like, if I'm not wowed by what you're doing, how much do I want to try? But RuneScape Kingdoms and Arkeis are the only two that I'm kind of, like, meh on. Everything else is a good game that it just isn't whatever. Santorini, Riddle, the Sphinx. This is safe. I'm still playing through this one. Yes, it's not your typical dungeon crawler campaign, but it is a campaign to go through. Like, to play this, you're playing through a campaign as you go through it. It's going to stick around for now. So, it's safe. Arena the Contest is going away. I loved this game. It was the second review I ever did on the channel, I think. It's maybe the second video I ever did on the channel. It's one of the first videos I ever did on the channel. A review of Arena the Contest. At this point, I've played it so much. I was in the middle of a campaign of Tanares Adventures. It's a very good system. But every time I play it at this point, it's like 3 to 4 hours of time to play it. And it's not happening anymore. It's a really good game, but I think the Gloomhaven effect happened on this one as well, where I played it enough that I felt like I've seen enough of it, and it started to feel like a chore instead of the thing that I love doing. I still think the combat is incredibly intricate. I still think it's an incredible design with a lot of fun things happening in it. I think for me, games that ask me to put hundreds of hours into them, I do eventually burn out on them. Not like there are games I give hundreds of hours when I'm doing it on a more at my choice kind of thing. I've played like 12 campaigns of My City. I've played 300 plus games of Castle of Burgundy. I've played Cthulhu May Die over 100 times. There are games I've given hundreds of hours and it's fine. Games that need me to give hundreds of hours, I think I burn out of them. Oathsworn into the Deepwood. I still haven't finished this and it's still safe. It is still safe. One of the things it has going for it is it's kind of really easy to pick up where I left off. Like, that's one of the things. Like, it's not that long as far as the game goes. I'm going to put this on the table here because it's down here. It's not that long as far as relative to other games. But the biggest thing for me, part of why Agemonia I am willing to keep, is like, Agemonia I'm just going to put into the keep column. I'm going to call Agemonia keep because the reality is I'm playing games there. I'm going to figure out whether I'm playing with Meg or playing it solo, but I'm going to call Agemonia keep because I do want to finish Agemonia. Games that I recognize I have to put in a lot of work to figure out where I was up to and what I was doing, I don't think those have a place in my collection. I think that's the real challenge. And then lastly, because Smog has abandoned the box, we have Arydia, which for that exact reason is going away. I think Arydia is amazing. I think it truly is a great game. I'm gonna put it over here because I can't talk about it over this. Arydia is really a great game. It hurts to get rid of it. But the problem Arydia has, the same problem as Assassin's Creed, the same problem as some other games, I don't know which ones offhand. It's not about the length of time. It's not about burning out hundreds of hours. It's about the fact that when I stop playing it, going back to it's incredibly hard. I have all these keys and this information and I have no clue what ties up to where. I don't remember where things are. Like, the key system is very, very cool. But I think it kind of breaks the game when you're trying to pick it up from where you left off if you weren't playing it consistently. It means that I have no real sense as to what I did, where I wandered, what I adventured, and so it's an open world exploration, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing 2 months ago. I don't know what all these keys reference or which ones I resolved or where they might have been referring to. I think Arydia works great if you're playing through it as a consistent group with regular sessions. For me, once I took a break from it for 3 months, I realized I couldn't go back. And that is a flaw in the game, in my opinion. A game that needs you. Like, again, the video games have this different kind of aspect. I can jump into it. I haven't played Assassin's Creed Odyssey in 4 or 5 months. I took a break to play other video games. I could jump right back into Assassin's Creed Odyssey tomorrow and not have any issue with what I was doing or where it was. It's the benefit of video games. And I think when you're building a board game, you have to either work your way around that. Again, games like Oathsworn and Agemonia, it's easy to jump straight back into what you're doing and how. if you're going to do what Arydia does, I think there's a lot of merit to the nature of it, but it does mean that there's a cost, and the cost is it's not going to be a fit for people who aren't playing it in a consistent basis. So it is unfortunately going. That's the list of games we have. And so, we have, I'm going to do a count of here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 down here, plus, in my email, do you have any more on the floor? No, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We have 24 campaign games that are leaving. This does not include things like the Elder Scrolls or Kingdom Rush, both of which are staying, by the way. Kingdom Rush, I probably should get rid of Kingdom Rush, but I like it. I like Kingdom Rush. It's going to stay for right now. So 24 games for right now that that we have to go over. From those, I am keeping Tidal Blades. I am keeping Agemonia. I am keeping Mech vs. Minions. I am keeping Resident Evil the board game. I'm keeping Dragon Eclipse. I'm keeping Storyfold Wilds until I finish it in like a few weeks. I'm keeping Stalker. I'm keeping Primal. I'm keeping Marvel Dice Stone Missions. I'm keeping Santorini Riddle the Sphinx. And I'm keeping Oathsworn. That's 11 out of 24 games. I'm okay with those numbers. I'm okay with that. It means I have 11 campaign games I'm going through. I think Storyfold I'll be done with in a matter of weeks. Santorini I've been going slower with, so like I don't know when I'll be done, but like it's one that I'm gonna finish and I'll probably get rid of once I do. I'm okay with this ratio. And then a few of them have like a timer on them. What was it? I had not Tamashii, not Riddle, Smog. Dragon Eclipse I had a timer on. Marvel Dice Stone Missions I have a timer on. Anything else? I feel there's one more. Oh, I said Tidal Blades if I don't finish it by next year. So like 3 of them have a timer for next year as well. This is the campaign game purge for 2025. I will probably still do another one of these next year to see where things are. But as I start to recognize, and campaign games are going to be an interesting conversation because covering them on the channel is going to be tricky as well. Because I don't mind covering campaign games, but I have to do so with the recognition that I don't mind reviewing it or playing it to give you a sense of what the game is. But then if I'm not playing it after, if I'm not giving it time, they're going to have to go away. I'm going to have to make a decision as to which ones actually have a place at the table and which ones I can cover and say, I really like what this game is doing. I'm not going to add it to my collection. Not a reflection of the game. I'm getting rid of a lot of great games here today. It's a reflection of the way I play games and the fact that I don't give most campaign games, I don't give them the room they really need to thrive. In any case, until next time, I'm Alex Radical from Board Game Co. This has been your campaign game purge of 2025, and as always, and until next time, I hope you have a good one.